Hey everybody, Mr. Inta-fitness here again from the 28-day flat belly, and today I'm going to give you a review on the majority of the plant-based milks that are available out there in the supermarket. Okay, the other day I gave you a video about animal milk, and you may want to choose some plant-based milk varieties as an alternative. And so today I'm going to talk you through many of the plant-based varieties that are available. Okay, so it might be quite a long video, but what I'll do is I'll chop it up into each section. So, for example, oat milk, and then so on and so forth. Okay, right. So there are quite a few different varieties of plant-based milk alternatives out there. Okay, I've got pretty much 5 of the major ones here, and these are pretty much the main ones. Okay, so we've got oat milk. Okay, I've got 2 of these. I'll tell you why in a minute. So we've got oat milk. Soy milk, it's been around for a long time. Coconut milk, which is a newer milk alternative, but very popular these days. And almond milk and rice milk. Okay, so shift these ones to the side for now. And let's just focus on the oat milk for the time being. Okay, so oat milk made from oats. Clearly, all right. I've got 2 here because they're labelled slightly differently, so I want to talk to you a bit about what they say on the label and is it true and does it matter, all right. But with each one of these, I'll run through the ingredients, what's in it, and the carb content and calorie content, and so on and so forth. And then I'll tell you, if it's any good, what you can use it for. I mean, obviously you know what you can use it for, but whether you want to choose something like this or something like one of the others. Okay, right. So I'll start with the original. All right, original. This is Vitasoy brand. I haven't chosen any particular brand for any particular reason here today. It just so happens to be the one I picked off the shelf on the day. Okay, I don't have any brand preference. I care more about the ingredients. Okay, and if something's on special in the supermarket and it suits what I'm looking for, then I'm going to buy the one on special, aren't I? All right, so I'm not too fussed on brands. I'm fussed on quality. Okay, right. So let's read this. Original, naturally free from dairy, lactose and cholesterol. All right. It's oat milk, okay, so it's made from oats. All right, so when they say free from dairy, lactose and cholesterol, it makes me laugh, okay, because you can't have dairy in an oat, okay. Lactose is a dairy sugar, so you can't have lactose in an oat. And cholesterol comes from animal products only, so you can't have cholesterol in an oat, all right. So it's true, it is naturally free, but it's quite amusing that they use that terminology as if people think it's better for them because of that reason. That's not the case. It's just because it's an oat milk and it's made from oats. All right. Okay, so I'll run through the ingredients of this one and then tell you if they're any good or not, and then the calorie content and so on and so forth. All right. So this one is filtered water, whole oats, oat flour, tapioca flour, oat bran, calcium phosphate, sea salt. Okay, so that's a pretty good ingredient list in my opinion. Okay, because it's filtered water obviously is better than tap water, but it's basically whole oats is the main ingredient, and there's no numbers in there, so there's no 471, 472, 270, no numbers, which means there's no additional fillers or thickeners or gums or emulsifiers or anything like that. Which is good because I mean, in all processed foods, you're generally going to find some numbers, okay. And in life, the more numbers you can avoid in your food labels, the better, okay. I mean, a little bit here and there is not going to kill you, but too many additives and artificial this and that is not good. All right, so that's a pretty good ingredient list. As for whole oats, I mean, they're fantastic. It's a fantastic source of fibre and energy. Okay, oat flour is just ground up and milled oats. All right, tapioca flour is put in there. I guess that is a bit of a thickener, so it'll help with the texture of the product. Okay, oat bran is really just the one part of the oat seed. I guess they throw that in there to give it some extra oatiness without the whole oats. Okay, calcium phosphate is technically the calcium supplementation they put in there. All right, they always put calcium generally in these milk alternatives as an additive. All right, and there's 300 milligrams in there, which is generally about 1/3, a quarter to 1/3 of the daily requirement, depending on your age and activity level. Okay, and sea salt. Okay, sea salt is good. Okay, it's good for us. It's good for you. Okay, so there's only 130 milligrams of sodium per serving. Okay, but that's obviously from sea salt, which is good, whereas table salt is bad. Okay, right. So I'll jump. Let's actually read the what it says here. Okay, 37% of your daily calcium. All right, only 1% fat. Made from Australian oats, non-genetically modified, no flavours, colours or preservatives, suitable for vegetarians and vegans. All right, so that's all true. That's great. Okay. What it says on the back, Vitasoy oat milk contains beta-glucan, a type of fibre found in oats. Research shows that 3 grams of beta-glucan per day can help in lowering cholesterol absorption. Okay, one serving of this gives you 1.5 grams of beta-glucan. Okay, that's absolutely true. Beta-glucan is very good stuff. Okay, it's a fibre in oats. Okay, if you have a family history of high cholesterol, for example, a genetic predisposition to produce more cholesterol yourself, then this is a very good product to help lower your cholesterol. Beta-glucan is fantastic in that respect. Okay. Also, beta-glucan is known to fight cancer. All right. Now, it doesn't actually fight cancer per se. It doesn't actually attack cancer cells. But what beta-glucan does is it builds your immune system, or it strengthens your immune system. So, say for example, we go to the gym and we work out our muscles, and then hopefully, a couple of days later, those muscles have recovered and they're stronger. And that's what beta-glucan does for your immune system. When you absorb beta-glucan, it gives your immune system a workout, okay, and then your immune system comes back a little bit stronger. All right, and then in that case, your immune system is then able to fight the cancer cells which it previously may not have been fighting. All right, and so that's it's a very good product. Okay, so oat milk, in terms of calories and so on and so forth, we're looking at 2.5 grams of fat per serve, and the serving is 250 ml. Okay, carbohydrate 29.5. Okay, so that's quite high considering it's a 250 ml serving, but that's because oats are a high carbohydrate food. Okay. Now, if you're trying to avoid carbs for whatever reason, you think they're going to make you fat, or you're actually just reducing your carbs so that you can help to burn fat, then this obviously wouldn't be the best choice because it is high in carbs. All right, so if you're going to have this with, say for example, a bowl of muesli or something, then you're going to get quite a high carb content from the muesli and the oat milk combined. Okay, so if you are concerned with carbohydrates, you would probably avoid oat milk. Okay, for myself, I love oat milk because I burn carbs very quickly. Okay, I train most days, probably 6 days. I do a lot of high intensity exercise, and so for me this is fantastic because I tend to want and need more carbohydrates in a sitting, and it's easier to get some from liquid as opposed to all from food for me. All right, so that's one of the reasons I quite like oat milk. It's also very low GI, so if you know anything about GI, the lower the GI, the slower the release of blood sugar, the slower the energy releases in the body, prevents you from spiking and crashing. Okay, so yeah, I mean I love this for that reason. All right, so yeah, overall, I mean this is a fantastic alternative to animal milk, cow's milk, goat's milk, whatever. Okay, and yeah, I highly recommend it. All right, so if you've not tried oat milk, it really is quite delicious as well, so give it a go. Okay, awesome. Now just quickly on the other one that I picked up, because I mean I wondered what the difference was. This is original, this says Bone Essentials. All right, Bone Essentials, so plus calcium, vitamin D and phosphorus it says. Oh, it must be good for us, it must be good for strong bones. Okay, all right, well, the calcium's in it anyway, all right, they've already got the calcium in there. All right, so the ingredients on this: filtered water, whole oats, oat flour, tapioca flour, oat bran, calcium phosphate, sea salt, vitamin D. Okay, the ingredients are identical to the other one, to the original, okay, except for the fact they've added vitamin D in this one at the very end, okay? And the amount of vitamin D they've added is 1.25 micrograms by the look of it, okay? Which is, yeah, it's nothing, like, take it, like buying this because it says vitamin D, you're kidding yourself, okay? Don't worry about that, don't bother about that. You should try and get your vitamin D from the sunshine, okay? If you're in an area where there is no sunshine, or at the moment it's winter and there's very little sunshine, you might want to consider a vitamin D supplementation. Vitamin D3 is what you would look for, okay? But I wouldn't be looking to get your vitamin D from, milk, okay? Yeah, it's just, it's not the best way to get it, and it's not much in there anyway. All right, so yeah, that's oat milk. All right, so yeah, I mean, by all means, give it a go. Enjoy it.